Recording in progress.
Shout out to the fan. Welcome to another edition of the Sleep Money Live official pre-power call. I am your host, Mr. Sleep Money. Please understand what's happening. Shout out to the Senior Center, Clayton County Senior Center. Um, thanks for having us out. Outstanding event, outstanding presentation. We were able to share the vision. We were able to share the dream of the 6-year retirement plan, just across the board. We was able to share an opportunity for individuals to use their own assets, to control their own assets, to acquire their own assets, and use those assets to build wealth. Um, we showed them ways to take $2,000 and exchange for cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, Ethereum, or Tether, taking that, transacting that, and sending it to their own bank back office where they can then acquire Metaverse mining certificates. And those certificates can be used to instantly, once fully loaded, return them $41.50 per week initially, $4,500 in returns over an 18-month period of time, returning them in rewards, 13,000, which can then be taken and compounded with an Apollo certificate with a $10,000 load, and another Hermes certificate at 3,000. Use that other. I need you to understand that this is just basic mathematics. You do not have to trust in men. You do not have to believe in anyone. All you have to do is be humble enough to become a student. Be humble enough to sit down and grow. And the first question was, how many of you have a cell phone? And everyone raised their hand. The second question was, how many of you have Cash App on your cell phone? Everyone raised their hand again. Now, keep in mind that those that we presented to had no clue that over 3 billion to 4 billion people around the world are what's known as unbanked. They are disenfranchised from the financial system, from the monetary system. They are very limited in their ability to be able to move around in the conventional monetary system. They have been shut out. 3 billion to 4 billion people around the world And through digital technology, Square, which is now renamed Block, is now allowing those that have been disenfranchised by the banking system and have been unbanked, allowing them to become a part of the system, taking away that bondage, taking away that need to qualify for you to hold my money. I have to, just think about that for just a second. I have to qualify to give you a loan for no interest. Wait a minute. A checking account and a savings account is a loan to the bank for zero interest. You do not get a return. The banks are the biggest buildings in every major city. Why? Because they don't need to use their money. They use your money and pay you nothing. But you're going to do research into what I'm doing. You're going to do research because 6x is no big deal to you. 6x means nothing to you. And what I mean by 6x, 6x your income, 6x your in your sleep. It doesn't require your performance. It doesn't require talent and skills and ability. It doesn't require a bachelor's degree or a master's degree. It doesn't require a doctorate. All it requires is your humility to listen and become a student of how to calculate tight numbers in a calculator that can plan out a return in 6 years from $2,000 to retirement. We're not financial advisors. We're not offering financial advice. All we're telling you is that the fiat currency that you have in a bank account is doing nothing for you. You have been conditioned and programmed to put your money and to give your money away year after year to the government, to the banking institutions year after year as a free loan. You know how you're looking at you watching TV and you see these car dealerships, they come up with 0% financing. Well, that's the equivalent of what you've been doing your whole life. Yeah, I need you to understand what we're saying here. That is the equivalent of what you have been doing for the richest organizations on earth, is that you've been helping them to build their wealth with your money for free. You know, I made a post the other day that if you direct deposit your check into a checking account every week, every 2 weeks, every month, in the digital era, that is the equivalent of mental illness. And I know that that's heavy to say. And I know that may make a lot of people uncomfortable. But life is not always about comfort, fam. Let me see. I got my pistol in the building, man. Let me bring folk up, man. Shout out to the fam, kid. Shout out to the fam, man. Like, hey, man.
Famo.
Man, hey, man. We had an epic, man, we had an epic yesterday and today, man. You got a 100 number. You know what I mean? I got to double that number, man. I'm going for a 200 today.
Today in the dime. Look at that shirt, boy.
Bruh, hey, bow, bruh. Swag on 5 million, bruh.
Oh, 5 billion, bro. Look at that shirt, bro. Where did you
500
get such a lovely shirt from,
BCs.
sir?
Man, hey man, you know what I mean? I hope somebody recording this, man. I really I really do, bruh. Hey man, hey, listen, man. Epic, man. You know, epic,
Man,
fam.
it was just a precursor to what's about to come down the pipeline, man. Man, the next 3 months, man, like Sensei saying, shout out again to Sensei, man, to Tyrone, Dr. Tyrone,
Absolutely.
man. But
Dr.
Sensei
Tyrone,
said
man.
yesterday, he said it again yesterday, man. Just now it's seed plant time, man. Because come September, October, November, man, he was just like, all those seeds that we planting right now gonna start coming to harvest, bro. He said that trend has happened since the 38 years he been working in this business, bro. So, it's go time, bro. It's go time. It's go time. That's it.
Man,
It's
you was
go
sharing
time.
with me yesterday, man, that on the world famous Wealth Builders Worldwide official power call yesterday, that Mr. Dalco was saying that he received a phone call from a multi-billionaire, chairman of the board, Joseph Haidt, that said that he wanted to meet with Dr. Best.
Yep.
He wanted to meet
I
with
remember.
him because,
Right.
I mean, I'll let you explain, man. I mean, you know.
I mean, it's just a testament of who and what we're around and the quality of our leadership. See, you don't get a call on the other end of a multi-billion. Well, first of all, how many of y'all got a call in your life from a multi-billionaire say, I want to think about this now. A multi-billionaire says that I want to take the most precious thing I have and share it with you. That's his time. Think about that. And we have direct access to a guy with this kind of pedigree. And people just pass him by. I
Man,
don't I
man,
don't
hey,
understand.
wait, man.
I don't
Listen,
understand.
man.
I don't
And
understand.
people take listen, bro. Everybody run their mouth, man, about the leadership in the black community. So often I hear all the time, we need this type of leadership. We need that type of leadership. We got to unite. We got to do this. Blah, 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 blah. But family, listen to me, man. When it come down to the quality of mentorship that's in this community, man, and leadership that's in this community, that's taken for granted on a daily basis. You standing up there praying. Wait. I was just saying earlier, if you direct deposit your check every week, every month, every 2 weeks, whatever your frequency of payment is, into a conventional banking account in the digital era, that is the equivalent of mental illness. You would never know that if you don't have proper mentorship. And guess
Right.
what? You share stuff all the time. But soon as I tell you, listen, I want to share something with you, come onto a call. It's 3 times a day, 6 days per week. All you got to do is listen in with a pen, paper, and a calculator. Be humble enough to be a student, right? You had no problem sharing before I asked you and before I shared with you. You understand? And even before you decide to come in and listen, you already made up in your mind, man, oh man, I don't want to do that no more. Oh man, I'm done with that. Oh man, and guess what it's doing? It's limiting your growth and your development. Because the blessing don't always come with how you think it's supposed to be dressed.
Right. And see, another thing too, man, it's a misnomer because I talked to one of my beer buddies, who's done pretty well in his life, and see he texted me back. I sent him my invite. He texted me back that he's been with a financial firm for over the last 20 years, and they've served him pretty well. And see, and then again, I was like, wow. See, it's the lens at which you're looking at. See, this is not your typical. It's not investing like that. You know what I mean? This is banking. This is something totally different. You know what I'm saying? We are banking where you can take your declining dollar and place them into instruments of value
Facts.
that's going to give you the highest APY in the shortest amount of time.
Facts.
And it's in the safest place. You see? But see, he thinking along those conventional methods, and that's what stifling him. So I texted him back. I was like, well, won't you share these with your trusted share this information with your trusted financial professional and let them take a look at it. I say, but I also told you, but to make a decision, but to decline without looking, you're doing yourself a serious disservice. You know what I mean? And so that's the word problem. The problem is not saying no. I mean, people say no to stuff all the time. That's not a problem. And I bartend. You want a double? No. You know what I'm saying? You want Jack Daniels?
That's right.
No. I don't have a problem with no. The crime comes in saying no by prejudging. Absolutely. You know what I mean? By saying by having this thing in your mind that you know what this is and you don't. How can you know what we're talking about if you don't even work in this space as much as we do? So you can't know. And until you have logged in the amount of hours that we have logged in, you can't know. You have to take a look, and you just can't make a decision based on a whim or what you think this is. You know what I mean? Because this is banking, actually. To where now we hold all the cards as the individuals and not as the institution. You're talking about, and if you have been working longer than 6 years and you're still working, then you need to listen to us.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry. If you've been working more than 6 years, then and you're still working, then you need to listen to this 6-year retirement plan. Because the stock market in the conventional way have $1 billion that will not be saved by the regulations that people like to, hold on to. Well, is it regulated? Is it regulated? Well, yeah, you got to understand, regulation is for the corporations. You know what I'm saying? Not for individuals. So if the stock market gobbled your money up, just like it just did, $3 trillion, there is no regulatory body that's saying, okay, here's your portion of the retirement that you have lost.
all the regulatory body is designed to do is to tell you that you need to be comfortable with it when it happened. You knew what you was getting into. That's how a regulatory body does. That's all the SEC and the NASD, that's all they do is to prepare you for when the loss comes, because they already know what time it is, man. They call it risk.
Risk.
And then I wanna make sure we make something clean, man. I want to make sure we make something very, very clear and we show the impact of it. I quite often I want to attach things to the spirit of the truth, right? To the scriptures that was written way long before us, right? And we bring them in today and we break them down to understand them and what they're saying. Because if you don't know the scripture, Hosea 4:6, and we say it all the time, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, for thou hast rejected knowledge. See, it's a colon right there. And most of y'all don't study anyway, okay? So after that colon, there is words that say, for thou hast rejected knowledge. Now, if you didn't catch it, the soul brother started off with saying, you don't even look. What does that mean? You're rejecting knowledge. Wait a minute. I want to say this. I want to say this too, because I want to make sure that you understand that you tie it in. You connect the dots. The only sin out of all the sins on the planet, that you cannot be forgiven of. I want you to pay attention to the words that are about to come out of my mouth. I hope you understand what I'm getting to. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, for thou hast rejected knowledge. Listen to me. The only sin that you cannot be forgiven for is blasphemy against the Holy Spirit. What does that mean? It means to reject the spirit of the truth, which is knowledge.
Yeah, I sent that to my one of my childhood friends I haven't seen in a while, and he's a pastor now, right? So I sent it to him. I sent him. I sent him Genesis 2:12. I say the gold in the land is good. So I'm telling him the gold over here good. And you got to look. And I sent him yesterday. I told him, I say a good shepherd make sure he puts his flock in the best possible conditions. I say you are responsible for your congregation. This is God speaking through me to you to take a look, and then I hit him with the Hosea 4:6.
I mean, the destruction is as a result of rejecting the knowledge, fam.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know
Right.
listen, the only blessing is through the knowledge of the truth. That's what you don't understand, is that the blessing is already there, but you don't have the mental capacity or the spiritual testicular fortitude to accept the spirit of the truth, man. My people are destroyed. I don't care how many Birkin bags you buy. I don't care how many Louis Vuitton shoes you buy. I don't care how much Gucci you dress up in. The fact remains that ye are destroyed. You don't have them conversations. You don't have them conversations out. You don't put that foreclosure notice on Facebook. Do you understand that, man?
Absolutely.
And why is it? Why is the foreclosure notice on your door? My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. For thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
Come
See,
on,
this
man.
is what you got to understand. I can't even get it to you if you're not willing to accept knowledge.
Right. And everything that glitter, because I know y'all say, well, dog, man, everything glitter and gold. Right. We understand that. But guess what? Gold does glitter. So you got to take a look.
Come on.
You got to look. Especially under our current conditions. Man. We have to look, and we don't have a choice. Let me back up for a minute. See, when you go throughout the scriptures, man, you see a running theme. And you just said this just a few seconds ago. You got to look at God's MO, and that would be method of operandi, right? God's MO, the blessings never come wrapped up, or very rarely, I should say, wrapped up in the package, in the pretty package. That's the devil tactic.
Man,
give you everything.
Come on, man.
Up, how you like it and dressed up exactly how you like it and how you want it. That's the tactic of the devil.
Right.
The most usually give you your blessing wrapped up in something real ugly. You know what I mean?
Whoa!
Tell you the blessings, because what? Blessings come in what? And everybody knows this in the Black community. We say it all the time. Blessings come in disguise.
Period.
The blessings
and they
come
disguise as opportunities.
Right. You know what I mean? And disguise opportunity and disguise as get your assets up. It's disguised as make a change. It's disguised as, okay, look at yourself in the mirror, come to grips with that you have been duped.
That's right.
It's disguised to say that, okay, I got to look at myself in the mirror and say, man, you know what? I still have an affinity for a corrupted system, and I got to find out why I still have an affinity for this corrupted system.
Facts.
I got to break away this stuff from my mind, because I know these people not doing me right, yet and still I don't want to listen to it. I don't know why I don't. You know what I'm saying? I know my bank not doing me right. I read the stories. I saw what happened in 2008. You know what I mean? When they went there, they drove jets to the hearing, and just for them people to tell the world that they're too big to fail.
That's right. Come on, man.
Come on.
Come on,
And so
man.
now we have, you mean to tell me that we have an option to and I just can't get beyond this fundamental truth here. We have an option to go and participate in another financial system, and we won't even take a look.
And won't take a look.
And we know the history of our current financial system and how it has treated us.
And in 2008, after years and years of you putting your money and you loaning the bank interest-free loans of your money, years and years, they collapsed in 2008, and the government says they're too big to fail. We need more of your money.
All right. Now
come on, bruh.
Listen to that. And then saying something, and shout out again to Sherry Brown, man, and Michael El Daco. What they did yesterday was absolutely
phenomenal, bro. Absolutely phenomenal, fam.
And I gotta give
and you know, shout out, man. Listen, man. Shout out to Team Sleep Money too, man, for making some noise, bruh. Making some true noise. Shout out to the Wise, bruh, for being out there on the scene, bruh, showing love, man. You know what I mean? Just supporting us, making us feel like we could just do anything, bruh. Like,
and just curse of what's about to happen, y'all.
Come on, man.
A few more weeks. A few weeks. Give us a few weeks. We'll say a hot 30. A hot 30. Y'all gonna see a whole different version of Sleep Money. Man. I'm trying to tell you, we got a whole situation coming down the pipeline, man, and it is going to be absolutely phenomenal,
and
man.
What we put them foes up. Hold on, wait a minute. We got 4 days to rank. Wait a minute. Ho. If you ever been on them 100 yards, you seen them white lines, dog.
Hey, quarter, man.
It's the fourth quarter, dog. It's the fourth quarter. We got 4 days to rank, dog. You don't even understand what you don't even understand what we made of. It's the fourth quarter.
It's go, bro.
Bro, it's go time, bro. I will hit 200 reach out invites, follow-ups, 200 calls happening today, fam.
Today. That's it. Today. It's not gonna not happen.
Period.
You know what I mean? Why? Period. We said it. You know what I mean? And I just love being in this space, man. And again, just shout out to Sherry Brown, man, because what she said yesterday about the 401k, man, I never looked at it like that, man. You know what I mean? I never looked at it like that. With people, we'll bring an opportunity, and they will say, an opportunity for you to take your declining dollar and put it in a better place so it can make more money.
Come on, right? Man.
You know what I mean? So when that's all 401k is. But when we bring you the opportunity, you say you got to research. But when your new job, who you know nothing about, you don't know the HR director, you don't know the integrity of the company, you don't know the CEO, you don't know the CFO, you don't know the COO, you know absolutely nothing. And they tell you, okay, we have a 401k plan, and you sign on the dotted line without doing any kind of research. And it is an opportunity for you to make more money. And you sign the dotted line based on people who you do not know, and you have done absolutely positively no research. See, I never looked at it. Sherry Brown. Shout out again to Sherry Brown for just awakening that, man.
Shout out to Sherry Brown, man.
Then another thing she said that was so cold-blooded too, man. She said also that they would sit up there and give you a dollar for dollar match up to a certain amount when they can pay you that in your hourly wage.
That's right.
Or your salary.
Wait. Stop.
I'm like, wow, that's so true, man. And see, this is the kind of education that you get over here, man.
Oh my gosh, bro.
You see what I'm saying? So the crime is the crime comes in when you see an opportunity that you selective about your researching, your research prowess. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, when your homeboy or a friend or somebody that you know bring you up, now you got to do all your research.
That's right.
But just because you walked into a building, you sign the application. See, they got you trained. You know what I mean? And then they'll slide that document right up in front of your face. You know what I mean? You'll sign away with 100% trust. And some people even braggadocious walk out of there with a sense of pride, knowing that you made the right decision for your family. And there's nothing wrong with that. But what we're saying is the crime is not taking everybody through this. You're not being consistent with your criteria.
Absolutely, bro.
Which makes you a hypocrite.
And
I know that hurt.
You talking about the family. Look. You go over. Now, these folk leaving full legacies. These folk leaving 2, 3, 4, 5 generations, man, set up. All they got to do is be born in that family. They set up, man. They got legacy. These folk leaving legacy for their people.
Right.
And you talking about how you done got your folks some groceries. Like, I'm blown away, man. Listen to what I'm trying to tell you. The 6-year retirement plan is for your entire family.
Right.
I mean, you mean to tell me that you've never had a group meeting with your family and sat down with a calculator and a pen and a paper and broke down do that? That's
right.
my whole thing. That's all I'm saying.
Right. How can you do that? How can you do that? You know what I mean?
Come on, man. I'm talking about retiring folk before they get out of high school. I'm talking about retiring people before you got children, man. You got 1-year-olds. Before they 7, they done. Like, I'm just saying, just what if you don't want to find out?
Right. You know, and so that's what this is all about, man. You know, so we and again, we're only looking for those that are looking, for those that understand what it is that we got in our hand. For those that are cognitive, you know, that word awareness, like Bob Proctor talked on the Believers Huddle, who are aware of where we are in space and time. You know, and again, I just can't get over the fundamental fact that we have another option, man. So it's like that's how you know it's some kind of mental sickness. It's more like a battered wife that won't leave her husband. You know, under no thing, he can punch in the face, break her arms, break her jaw, but she still won't leave. You know what I mean? And that's what this abusive relationship is with our centralized banking system is like. We are, as a community, we are that battered wife that will not leave, that will not seek help, that will not get up in the middle of the night and look for other options. When options come knocking at your door saying, I can get you out of here. I can get you away from this crazy man.
That's a form of mental illness, fam.
It's a form of mental illness. It is. It's a form of, and I don't care what you say, you can disagree all day long, but that's the perfect analogy. Because why? We never had an opportunity before. We only had the one system to participate in. We only had that, right? So we had no choice. We had no exit plan. We had to participate in the corrupt system from Wall Street to the centralized banking system, right? You know, all joined at the hip. But now we have another choice, another way. So now we can take a small portion and just to test the waters. You see what I'm saying? So let me tell y'all a story. Now we got this from our leadership. See, BD Swiss is a reputable brokerage exchange that we're partnered up with. They've been in business over a decade, have 2.5 million clients, never have ever lost any of their clients any money, right? So they reached out to Joseph Hite to partner up with us. And Joseph Hite said, man, that's a heck of a claim you guys are making. Okay, to see if it's true, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you 200 million and see what you do with it. Do you understand that? So he went for a test drive. And again, everything that don't glitter Everything glitters ain't gold, but gold does glitter. But you see the level of his thing though. He didn't say $2. He didn't say 2,000. He didn't say 200,000. He didn't say 2 million. He didn't say 20 million. He said 200 million. A 100 million test drive. So I can check your integrity. We telling you all that you can come test drive for $33, and you talking about you got to do some research for a $33 decision.
Come on, man.
You see? Now I don't mind you. Now I'm not saying wouldn't go blind with it. That's not what I'm suggesting, because that's not smart. But you going blind willy nilly when you sign up for your 401k. See, that ain't smart either.
Absolutely.
That ain't smart either. So if you can't, most people don't even know what's in their 401k.
That's right.
Right?
Don't even know how it's allocated or nothing.
Or where it comes from, or where it's going, or none of that stuff. Very few people know. But those same people will pass by at any opportunity, not us, but any viable opportunity, and say, oh, I gotta wait. Or I got to be scared while you get beat across the head daily.
Facts.
Dealing with the centralized banking system, man. And the centralized banking system has a track record that we can go back and look at through space and time. And so we have to come over here into this space just to find out what's going on, to be willing to get educated. Because I told one of my friends, who's responsible for him and his pop, did the redevelopment over in Summerhill and did very well, for himself. Has been doing very well for a very long time. He made this decision with him and his pop when he was in his 20s. He's 23, 25 years old and already had $1 million mind state back then. And so he texted me back and said, man, I just don't understood this. I just don't understand this stuff. And then I texted him back. I said, well, you didn't understand real estate when you first started, did you?
Oh man, come on, man.
I said, but you started, didn't you? I said, you decided to start, didn't you?
Come on, man. Somebody told me the other day, well, I got $5,000 and I ain't making no money, but I'm in law school. Okay, so wait. How much you put on law school and how much you making? What I'm saying is that the delusion is serious, bro. Like you acquire, okay, so you go out, you're a real estate investor. You pay $5,000 for a property. And you come in the next few days and you say, I ain't making nothing from the $5,000. Like we suffer from a strong level of mental illness, family, but at the same time, guess what? It's cool, man. You can think and be and function. It is a free world. And see, you know what? That's what I'm coming to grips with, man. Because everybody can't go, fam. And it's okay, man.
It's okay, man. And it is okay.
It's okay, man.
Concerned about those people that want to go.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We want to go, because guess what? Noah wasn't kicking and, he sent the people the message, but he wasn't begging people to get on the ark. That man about his business.
Man. Come on, man. Come on, man. And get what? And guess what? I can't hate on you. I can't hate on you. You know what? I still love you just the same, but I don't have to mention the business anymore because that's not what you own. It's okay, yo. It's okay. And guess what? Keep that same energy. When things go on in your life and things come up, that money or that the assets that I was telling you way back then could have gone to handle for you, because understand something. It's very important to have a higher net worth in this kingdom, because a higher net worth families get treated differently than those without a net worth at all.
Right. And to ask somebody who is free versus somebody who's not free. And unfortunately, our mentor was in the hospital for 27 days. Right. That's unfortunate. Right. But the good thing about it, though, he was in the hospital for 27 days stress free, because he didn't have the burden of worrying about bills. Everything was paid for. And he got the best of treatment. And I've heard other stories my business partner, whose brother just passed away, and his experience was totally different. You see, so I had two people that I'm close to who was in the hospital, right? And one is on a different, and one of them's on a different financial bracket. One is free, right, and have income, sustainable income, a network, right, a net worth that's rich. Let me just bottom line, let's say that, right? And the other one that's not.
And
I had
and on top of that, Dr. Best was in there looking at the doctors bust they behind, the nurses bust they behind in all times of the morning, all times of night. And he's sitting there making more than they're making on his back.
On his back.
But you don't want to look.
And can't even walk. Can't even walk. And he's still generating income on his back.
Wow.
While he was dealing with the illness, man. So y'all have to understand, this is the power. This is the power. And we are associated with free black. And back to what you said about our leadership, man. We beg for our leadership. But see, the problem is that we're looking for third-party validation of who our leaders are.
Absolutely.
I don't see them on CNN. I don't see them on Fox News. I don't see them on TV. You know what I mean? Those people are exalted by the enemy. I promise you that.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So it's that power time. It's that time for the power call, man. You already know what time it is, man.
All right, man. Shout out to the family, man. That's another one down, man. Make sure that you join the official. Because you understand something is bigger than me. It's bigger than the soul, brother, man. When we found that out, man, our entire life changed. All we're trying to do is plug you into what's big. We ain't big, okay? So we ain't tooting our own horn, family. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? Come in and see what these folk doing, man. My mentors are free black men, man. I've never experienced anything like it in my life, man. Shout out to the family, man.
Men, do you understand that? Not tied to CNN. And you say that, try to say that fast and what you get.
Shout out to the family, man. That's another one down, man. Sleep Money died live, man. Sleep Money died live.
Let's go.
Let's go. 224 hours.
Let's go.
Quarter. Oh,
fourth quarter, baby.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Recording. Recording in progress.
Or, do you think, can I borrow your lawnmower, right? And in exchange, I would come mow your lawn every single week for free, no charge. And he said to me, young man, I'm too old to use this heavy lawnmower anyway. No problem, you'll use it as long as you take good care of it. And I said, no problem. I'll gas it up. I would sharpen the blade. I would make sure that this lawnmower is taken care of. That's now with no money, because the lawnmower costs $1,000. Kind of like a no money kind of down deal. And now I have a little lawnmower. Now I'm in business, right? And now I remember I would go around the neighborhood and I would knock on different doors. Say, hey, I offer lawn mowing service. Here's a little business card and that I printed out. And no one would hire me. And my aunt, who is my mom's friend, used to run a little printing shop, like printing out business cards and flyers and posters and all those things. And I struck up a deal with her, and I said, Aunt, I'm just getting started. I'm a young advertising, and I know you want more business. Why don't we do this? You print out a bunch of flyers to talk about your printing service. I would help you to distribute the flyers around the neighborhood. In exchange, because a flyer has two sides, can I put my lawn mowing business, right, lawn care business on the other side, right? And I would do this. And she said, oh, sure, why not, right? Doesn't cost her a lot, very little. So I ran around the neighborhood and I distribute all these flyers, thousands and thousands and thousands of them, right? And I ran home because I knew my phone would ring off the hook. Thousands of flyers, right? I am a hardworking kid. I'm gonna make some money doing this so I can support my mom. So I went home and I sat in front of the telephone. I was like, oh, I'm gonna be busy. I don't know if I'm gonna have time for school anymore, right? I'm even already thinking I'm gonna be like mowing lawn, 3 nights a week and how much I could earn doing all of that stuff, right? First day, no phone call. Second day, no phone call. Third day, no phone call. Now I'm looking at the flyer. Did I print the wrong phone number? It must be because I printed the wrong phone number. Darn, right? No, it is the right number. What is going on, right? 1 month later, not a single phone call from the flyer. So now I'm mowing the older gentleman's lawn. I'm not making any money. I'm actually losing a little bit of money because I'm putting gas into it. Now I'm running around not getting any client. I thought, oh my goodness, I'm gonna be out of business. This is it, I'm done, right? My first venture, huge failure. And before I gave up, I thought of something, and I'm gonna ask you, how did I get that first client in the first place? How did I earn that first $20? Comment below. What did I do? I thought to myself, it's very interesting because I was just running that day and I saw there's a need, someone in need of help, and I helped that person with no motivation or not even an agenda of earning anything. It's just I helped the person and the person gave me a little bit of money. So I added value before I asked anything in return. So I went to a different neighborhood nearby. It was a beautiful neighborhood, more affluent neighborhood. And I picked the most beautiful home that I could find, but with the worst lawn, okay? So then I found this house. And the lawns, like the grass were like this high. It was crazy. Beautiful home, spectacular home. But it was like this. No one was taking care of the lawn. So here's what I did. Now, I'm not advocating this. I'm not asking you to do it. I'm just telling you what I did. It's not legal, but at the time I was too young and too naive. I didn't know. So anyway, I took my lawnmower there. I mowed the entire place, the entire lawn, right? Spectacular, beautiful, right? From there, after I finished, I just sat down right at the front, right? Waiting for the owner to come back, just like this. So I was just waiting and waiting. Then finally, I know it's after work. Then a beautiful luxury car just kind of wanted to pull up to the garage, but then she stopped and then she drove away. And then later on, she came back. And then she got off her car and she said, "What are you doing here, young man?" Because the lady didn't recognize that was her house. That's why she left and then came back. I said, well, then I said, my name is Dan, and here's my flyer, and I'm a young kid trying to make a living, and so I saw that maybe you need help with mowing your lawns, and so, I did it. And she was like, oh, this is so great, my husband, he travels all the time, and I can't use the lawnmower. This is great. And she pulled out $100 from her purse, and she gave that to me. And that was a life-changing moment, because I learned something that day, that when you add value first before asking anything in return, it's easy to get business. Adding value before asking anything in return. When you do that, the world opens up to you. And I believe that is the #1 most overlooked habit that self-made millionaires share. Most people don't understand, most people don't do, because wealth comes from relationship. You notice a lot of self-made millionaires, even billionaires, they're very well connected. They know a lot of people. A lot of people know them. They have a lot of friends they could call on. There was one person that I saw on Facebook, and he's always posting photo of him with other like celebrity or expert or different types of people, and trying to look good and trying to make himself look better than he actually is. And someone like that believes that relationship is, like that. That's not meaningful relationship. That's not what I'm talking about. I'll give you a perfect example. Instead of thinking as relationship, I want you to think of that as what I call relational capital. Relational capital. Think of a bank. Think of this as a relationship bank. Now, if you go to a bank without making any deposit, you go to the bank and say, give me some money. What's that called? It's called robbery because you have not made any deposit. So think of this relationship bank. You need to deposit money first before you withdraw any money out of a relationship bank. It's exactly the same way in real life. You need to be able to add value, add value, add value, add value. Keep depositing money into that bank first. Now, sometimes it might take you days, weeks, years before you make a withdrawal. You need to be okay with that. Without making any deposit, you want to do a withdrawal, you will fail, right? If you just deposit a little bit and you want to do a withdrawal right away, you'll also fail. You need to keep adding value, helping them in advance first before you ask anything in return. Now you build up that reserve, that relational capital. So when you need to withdraw it, you've got a ton of relational capital that you could withdraw. That is the difference. Where everybody else who are struggling financially, guess what? They want a handout. Give me something. Just because you're successful doesn't make you obligated to help others. It's nice to help others. But approaching successful people that way, approaching millionaires that way, say, give me something. Like they owe you anything. They don't owe you a damn thing. It doesn't work that way. You need to see what you can do for them first. Anyone, like-minded people, successful people, don't go and try to take something. Life is always very fair. Life gives to the givers and take from the takers. That's the law of success. That's the law of life. You could argue all you want. You could just always, I want to take and not give anything. If it works for you, great. I'm saying that it doesn't work for me. It has never worked for me. But when you give and give and give, it comes back to you in ways you cannot imagine. So that to me is the number one most overlooked habit that millionaires have, millionaires share, that most people don't understand and they don't apply and they don't do. You need to keep adding value, keep depositing to that relational bank, the relationship bank first. Then when the time is right, sometimes it takes years, then you can do that withdrawal. Comment below and see if this gives you that aha moment, if that makes you think about things a little differently. Just not what you do, is how you approach relationships. I would challenge you to find someone who is wealthy, who doesn't have a lot of meaningful relationship. It doesn't work that way. That's how life works. If this is the first time you're watching my video, make sure you comment below and hit the subscribe button and turn on notification. Every single we are what we repeat.
What you doing?
Buying something?
With what? Spent all your money on that Beyonce doll.
No, I invested my money in that Beyonce doll. I flipped it for 10 times that I paid.
Well, I thought you really wanted that doll.
Yeah, I wanted it because the retail price didn't match the true market value. Basic arbitrage.
Right. Arbitrage. Mm-hmm. Well, I know what that is. But why don't you tell me so that I make sure you're using that word correctly?
Okay, well, it's when you take advantage of the price disparity, between two markets.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, in this case, the seller of the doll
Yes.
and the secondary market.
That's right. That is right. So, you actually never wanted the doll.
Please. I'm not after toys. I'm after real estate. I just put my doll profits into fractional ownership of a townhome complex in Charlotte.
North Carolina?
Mm-hmm. It's a growth market with low property tax.
Of course.
You know, which reminds me, do you have any income streams besides this doctor thing? So if you get a malpractice suit or lose a hand or something, it's over.
Well,
You know, you better tighten up those finances, Rainbow, because you cannot stay in my place in Charlotte when you go broke, honey.
What you doing?
Greetings, everyone. Good morning. This is Monica Logan from Riverdale, Georgia. Super excited to be here with each and every one of you. I definitely wanted to get into this pre-call. Super excited. Dan Locke, he talks about adding value first. Oh my goodness, when you add value first, you actually change and shift the atmosphere. You know, what you're doing is making deposits into your virtual bank. You can't go to a real bank, he said, and ask for money when you have not made a deposit, because then that is being a thief, right? You are robbing the bank. He said, you have to have relational capital. You know, a lot of us want, you know, the payment. We want to, you know, pitch the sale and get paid and keep moving. But there's a lot of components in that process that you have to tie down. You have got to connect with your customer, your client, your prospect. That is so paramount. You have to take the time to make that connection. Once that connection is made, I'm telling you, you can sell ice to an Eskimo. I won't say the next one, but you definitely can take advantage of withdrawing from that relationship, right? So we have to understand that no one owes us anything. Just because there are wealthy amongst us, you know, I won't name names, but just because there's wealthy amongst us, they're not obligated to give us anything. You know, you have to earn what you deserve. There is no free lunch, right? So just because you are you know, you have a product, you have a business, you have business cards, you have flyers, that doesn't mean you're going to get business. You have to find a way to break that barrier of connection and adding value to your prospect or your client. Even, you know, to get repeat business, you have to have a phenomenal connection. Okay. So anytime I get repeat business, I'm super excited, because then that means what I'm giving is valid and it is necessary in the marketplace. So here in GS Partners, we have got to make that connection. We got to make that phone call. We got to make sure that we're giving value before we actually show you the product. So there are a few people that, you know, I seen do that, like Mr. Al Murray. He definitely adds value before he, you know, asks for the sale. Dr. Lakeisha McKnight, she's phenomenal with, you know, putting out videos daily and making sure that everyone is connecting and getting connected. You know, Eric Torrey Muhammad, the same way. He definitely makes sure he puts out that content. You have to add value before you are able to acquire the sale, right? So we want to make sure that our deposits are, you know, plentiful and bountiful, so that we can reap plenty and bountifully in our businesses. So that was the first video with Dan Locke, but definitely I wanted to talk about Blackish with Diane and her mom Rainbow, right? So Diane is super brilliant. Listen, these kids nowadays, you have got to give them credit. They know things that we could have never known at that age. She's talking about, you know, taking a product that she invested in and selling it 10 times its value so she can arbitrage the markets and get real estate. She has a focus. All of that was so many processes in that transaction that she did, but she had an overall goal of what she wanted to do and what she wanted to accomplish. She knew that the market did not understand the value of that Beyonce doll. She knew it was being undersold. So she took advantage of it and she sold it for 10 times its value. She put it in another market and got more. And now she's able to take those profits and put it into fractionalized real estate. Don't we have that? We have tokenized real estate in Dubai. Oh my goodness. This is what's going on nowadays. These kids are phenomenal. I was even thinking of just recording my granddaughter for 15 minutes to show you how she transacts in a virtual world. And she's on FaceTime with her friend. Doing is punishing yourself, because they're learning things that we could not learn in a time frame which it is necessary, which is now. So let them learn all that they need to learn. Let them teach us, right? That's right. Because out of the mouths of babes, we already know comes the truth. So with that, we're going to move forward. I definitely want to hear from our incredible leaders. But before we get started, we definitely want to make sure that we share our Wealth Builders Worldwide mission with you. This is my granddaughter, Madison Logan. She's 10 years old. And I want the new people that are on this call today to hear our mission.
My name is Madison Logan, and I'm giving you the Wealth Builders Worldwide mission to provide individuals worldwide with the tools required to enhance their lives, achieve their dreams, and build massive wealth. We are salespeople. We are a sales team. We do not sell products, goods, or services. We sell people on the infinite possibilities of their lives and the power of their dreams. We sell people on never giving up. We know this is a noble cause. And be unstoppable.
Yes, indeed, Madison. We're going to be unstoppable. Thank you for that incredible mission statement. We appreciate you.
Gladiators, what is your profession?
Yes, indeed. That is our rally cry. We want to know who is on the line today. We definitely want the moderators to come in and help. Shout out the leaders and the gladiators that is on this call. We have Fred Moore, Marie
Deb Nixon, Corey Hinton,
Charlotte
Carol
Wilson in the house.
Rashida
Let's
Aaron
One,
Hicks,
Riddell
Wendell
Ellis,
Graham out of Pennsylvania.
Bernard
Pamela
Jackson,
Dixon,
Royal Calhoun, Pam Washington,
Cleveland,
Frisco, Texas. Let's go.
Melody
Fisher.
Palmer,
Come on now, Raul.
Aileen
Yes.
Giles, Sherry
Raul
Brown,
is here,
Sandra
Gloria
William
Williams,
Williams in the house. Let's go.
Shirley Watkins,
Brother
Rose
Matthew
Hamlet in the house. Let's go.
come on now.
David and Maria
Mr.
Barron in the house. Let's go.
T. Thompson, Joanne Armstrong,
Monica Logan in the house.
here,
Let's go.
Nikki here,
McKay,
Beth, I see you, girl.
Mr. Wyman Williams in the house. Let's go.
Samantha Beth, I need to be where you are in the Bahamas.
Let's go,
Yes,
family.
Louis Thompson without the H. Let's go. Ow, Monica Logan.
Let's go.
Let's go. Thank you, glad moderators, for helping shout out the names. And at this time, we definitely want to bring our leader who has shifted the atmosphere. He has added value first. Mr. and Mrs. Michael and Manisha Dalco, they have become full-time industry professionals, and they are global ambassadors. And Mr. Dalco is a part of the leadership team, so we're super excited to have him on here. Sir, are you on the line? You can unmute.
Yes, I am, Ms. Monica Logan. Good morning. Good morning, Wealth Builders Worldwide. First thing, Monica Logan, I see you rocking the ones and twos. I see you mastering the technology. So thank you for being studious and bringing to us this quality and maintaining the brand of Wealth Builders Worldwide. Thank you for working hard to do that. You're our newest addition to the moderator team, but you're not acting like it. So thank you very much for an amazing call today. Number two, I love it when Dan Locke talked about passing out flyers in our last business. People would come to us and they would try to prove to us that there's a better way to do the business than building relationship. They say, we can do billboards, we can get a TV, we can get on TV and do some commercials. No, it's about relationship. And you can pass out all the flyers and door hangers you want. We've seen people do it. Buy boxes of door hangers and get not one phone call. All those of us were just making a couple of calls to people we knew, build huge teams. So it is about relationship. And then finally, we're offering a tremendous service, ladies and gentlemen, Wealth Builders team. We're offering a tremendous service. People have been looking for decades on something that gives them millionaire rate of returns. And you only generate earnings when you provide the service. Our company is perfectly poised and positioned to do exactly what the moderator taught us today, is we don't make a dollar unless the service is provided. I love this. Back to you, Ms. Monica Logan. Great call.
Thank you, Mr. Michael Dalco. I tell you, it is a pleasure and an honor to be serving our Wealth Builders Worldwide family. Thank you so much for those comments. At this time, I definitely want to go to our leader who is the founder of Wealth Builders Worldwide, him and his late wife, Val. We definitely appreciate them for bringing Wealth Builders Worldwide to the forefront. This is Dr. Ty Best. He is a full-time industry leader. He is the author of the Dream Chaser Manifesto. He has actually given us a blueprint on how to chase our dreams, to dream big and dream bigger. At this time, if he is on the platform, I would love for him to unmute his mic and address the team. Dr. Tybess, are you there?
Oh, you know I'm here, Miss Monica Logan, and I just had to comment. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Look, you just opened up a harness nest, man. I would like to talk about that pre-call for about an hour, but I know we don't have the kind of time. Let me tell you something. I learned very early in this industry, the more you give, the more you get. Hear me out. The more you give, the more you get. The more you serve, the more you get. You don't necessarily give to get, but the more you give, the more you get automatically. And that's why, as I grew up in this industry, I learned to give. Just constantly give of yourself, give of your time, give up books, all kinds of people say, you bought 25 of those cryptocurrency books, you gave most of them away. Yep. For every dream chaser manifesto I sell, I probably give away one. Yep. Every time somebody buy one, somebody call me and say they want 10, I send them 15. Okay. I've learned that you give your way to success. And the more you serve others, the more you get served. It is so hard. As he broke that thing down, now he broke it down in such, I love when people break things down in a simple manner where you understand. And sometimes we always want to extract, we want to withdraw without depositing anything. It's such a clear example. We want to go to the bank and withdraw, but we haven't deposited anything. We want to go into people's lives and withdraw, but we haven't deposited anything. Not information, not service, not anything. But Wealth Builders Worldwide come along is we're constantly providing some service, some information. We're constantly depositing in other people's lives. I think what a great, great message. And that's the first thing, folks. You call us on the phone, ask, what can I do for you? How can I serve you? How can I be a support to what you're trying to do? What's your dreams? What's your goal? Show a genuine interest in the other person. And then he talked about entitlement in such a subtle way. Just because somebody's a millionaire, they don't owe you anything. And just because you have access to the millionaire, that don't mean they owe you anything. Just because you have access to me does not mean you have the right to call me and ask me for money. Just because you have access. But we have an entitlement attitude that's pervasive in this country. That entitlement attitude hinders your success. Because until you take a stance on your independence, period, you will always struggle. Until you take full responsibility for your success, you're going to always struggle. And then the last thing I'm going to comment on is, you know, I love Blackish. Every single episode, saw them all love Blackish. Everything about it. Black is what I like, shows that teach me stuff, that educate, to elevate thinking. And Blackish did it from day one until the last episode. Okay. It's an incredible show. That clip you pulled out is an incredible example of what's possible. And I can't believe you found that clip and pulled that clip out. But what a great message. What a great, great message, folks. We have some incredible in our hands. These Metaverse certificates, most incredible product I've ever had to market in 38 years. I told her earlier Zoom this morning, I said, I feel like Santa Claus. I don't feel like I'm pitching anything. I feel like Santa Claus. I feel like I'm out there giving it away as fast as I possibly can. And if they don't want the gift, I got no control over that. So, Monica Logan, thank you once again for a great pre-call, for a great call. Man, folks, dream big and don't let anyone ever steal your dream. We have the cookie. You're truly Santa Claus out there saving the world. Get excited, dream big, and don't ever give up. Ahoo.
Thank you, Dr. Tybess. I tell you, we do have the best team, because I have to give credit to Shelby Casey Thompson for putting that in our influencers group. She found that clip on Blackish. So I have to give credit where credit is due the first time. After that, it's mine. So thank you for your comments, Dr. Tybess. And team, listen, you are in the right place ahead of time. We have everything we need, and we have everything the world needs. We can change the world. So with that, I definitely want to hear from the Q. Super excited that you all are here. you want to go ahead and raise your hand at the bottom of your screen, or if you have dialed in, you can press *6 and we can get you in the queue. So at this time, we're going to open up the queue.
Monica Logan. Woo!
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Good morning,
Brown.
sis. What an amazing call. I ditto everything that Dalco and Bess has already brought forth. And one little piece that I picked out of that from Dan Locke that really I could relate to was finding the opportunity inside of the opportunity. And as he, as a young guy, was building his lawn care service and how he saw that opportunity and he wasn't expecting to get paid from it. He wanted to, but how many of us would have looked at that grass and say, I'm not doing that. That person might not even pay me. It's all about perception. He looked at those weeds in the grass and said, wow, if I mow this lawn, not knowing who lives here, even if I'm not going to get paid, I'm going to find the opportunity inside of this opportunity. And that's what we have to do here. We have to find the opportunity inside at the time that the opportunity is presented. And so many times I think we miss that. And I'm a woman of many jobs previously. and you know, on my jobs, that's what I did. If I wasn't satisfied with what I was doing, I didn't look on the board to see what was the next position that was posted. I found the opportunity where I wanted to be, and then I wrote a description and I presented it. Sometimes it opened up, sometimes it didn't. I worked for a corporation where it was a kind of a telecom kind of thing where they wrote insurance. If you did not have insurance, then they tagged that insurance on the back of your loan for your vehicles or your houses or whatever. And I noticed, as being a telephone operator, that we got many calls. Sometimes the system would go down and we had to wait till somebody come fix it. Well, I was like, well, darn, I can be the manager of this part of this opportunity. So I wrote my own job description to be available for those that needed assistance when their phone systems went down. That created where they didn't have a lack in time. So just find the opportunity inside of the opportunity and make it happen. If you get rewarded for it, you do. If you don't, keep it moving. Continue to find it. Back to you. Let me go. I'm out.
Thank you, Sister Sherry Brown. And you know that.
But Miss Sherry Brown, Ms. Monica, I got to sneak back in one more time.
Sure.
Because Sherry made the point. What we are rewarded for, folks, is our faith. See, we're rewarded for faith. He went and cut that grass on faith that he might get rewarded for it. And the first one, he didn't do it. He just cut the grass. But that next one, he cut on just faith he might be rewarded for it. And an entrepreneurship is an act of faith. I tell people all the time, I say, if you think you have faith, become an entrepreneur. Become an entrepreneur where you don't understand when your next paycheck's coming from. If you're going to get paid on Friday or next Friday, if you're going to have money that week or next month, you don't know. Okay, the true act of faith is being an entrepreneur, because then you don't know. It doesn't take any faith to go to some job that's guaranteeing you, that sort of guarantee you, $8 an hour for 40 hours a week. That's no faith. By law, they got to do that. They got to pay it. But free enterprise is a true act of faith. You out there working for free and hopes that you get paid. You out there sharing your heart out to people about this opportunity and hopes that you get paid. You just invested, I know I don't like to use that word, but you just exchanged dollars for a Metaverse certificate, on faith, in hopes that you get that $41.50 every single week. Well, they already started paying that $41.50 as Jocelyn Burrell showed us today on the class in session this morning, on the huddle this morning. It's already in your back off for those who got their certificates already, man. It's already back there. You can compound it, okay? But you got it at first on faith. Those who got started on December 1st, a year and a half ago, 19, 20 months ago, we got what? we're rewarded because of faith. Those of us who are here now, who are getting all these extra rewards that the company keeps throwing at us, Monica Logan, extra certificates, extra money, extra coins. We've been rewarded for what? Our faith for stepping out 20 months ago and said, we believe in you, Joseph Heights. We believe in the company. Let's go. We get rewarded bountifully for our faith. I'm stop preaching now. I'm done. And by the way, tonight, seize the moment. Freedom Call.
Walking by faith and not by sight. Come on, somebody. Woo!
Yes, indeed. And to just add to what you said, Sister Sherry Brown and Dr. Tybes, he did that job so well for free. She didn't even know that was her house. She didn't recognize her own house. So you have to be your authentic and best self when you are giving. You know, you don't want to leave anything on the table, on a disruptor, and you'll shift the game. You'll change the game, right? So
come on, somebody. Yes. And that's what's about to happen right here. You are about to be so wealthy. Your life is about to change that people are not going to recognize you. They're going to take a double look. What? Who is that? Come on now.
I mean, you know, and that's so true, Sister Sherry, because here you have people who have to go out and buy like these magnanimous, epic, you know, with cash. Are you going to just be a spectator, or are you going to be in the game, you know, making the home runs, hitting those, shooting those threes, the nothing but the bottom of the net? Are you going to be that person that's on the field, or are you going to be just a bystander on the side, right? So we definitely want to make sure that you are in the game. Get in the game. If you came back after a year and you don't know really what's going on, get with your sponsor. They can definitely show you the way. They can guide you to where you need to be and help you get to where you want to be. So with that, we definitely going to go to our phenomenal leaders in the panel. And I want to bring forward none other than, okay, what's going on? Here we go. You know, Minister of Fun, let's go. You can unmute your mic, I believe. Here we go. Minister of Fun.
There we go. Whatever you just did, it popped up. Can you hear me okay?
I sure can.
That story Mr. Locke just shared flashed me back. Some of y'all know my first business at the age of 9 with my 11-year-old brother was that very job. Now, we were in a place we weren't supposed to be, and we risked getting a whooping for where we were, but we saw the need because of all that high grass and captains and high-ranking people not doing their stuff on the base. We went home, we pitched the lawnmower to parents that we knew could not afford it, but who cares? And told them we'd give them the money back. And I forget the time frame, but we did it sooner because we found a need and we served it. And then we was our own businesses. Then I went to school again. FMBs, I see everything y'all doing. All the moderators, all the leadership, thank you for what you do. Ahoo, ahoo, ahoo.
And service to many definitely leads to greatness. So thank you for all you have done. Thank you for all that you're doing for our community. Minister of Fun, we appreciate each and everything that you do.
My pleasure. Let's go. Crush it.
Have a great day.
Level up, level up, level up, level up, level up.
Yes. Yes. Let's go to our next leader. Go ahead, Miss Marie Stafford. You can unmute your mic. I believe. Let's see. Let's try it again. All right.
Greetings. I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Wonderful, Monica Logan. You definitely a shining star. Thank you. You're great. Give it up to Dr. Best, burning both ends of the candle for us. I thank him so much. Thank you, Mr. Best. To get to the now where we are now, Mr. Delco, you are awesome, night and day and night, to helping us to win. That young lady on the Blackish, the toys we get when we were small was supposed to get things to what we want to be for the now. Investing, she had an investing mind at a young age, and she's awesome. She's gonna win, and she already have. Don't just think of what you want. Make it happen. Make it come. become a miracle and make it manifest. Thank you so much for the Dream Chaser Manifesto, Mr. Dr. Best. Love you to the moon and back. Have a golden day, everyone. Ow, ow, ow.
Oh, thank you, Marie Stafford. Have a great day.
Thank you.
All right. Hey, we're going to make sure we can get the alarm sounded. We're going to bring in none other than our multi-Maya who's always on fire. Sound an alarm, sis.
Oh, Grand Rising Royals and Nobles, Sister Monica Logan, my accountability partner. I'm so proud to say that because this car is incinerating. You hear me? Dr. Best, look what you done started. Man, listen. Shout out to my upline, Mr. Dalco. You know I gotta shout out Mo because, you know, half a mic is really Mo or Mo. So look, opportunity. When I'm hearing everybody speak and I'm just sitting here thinking, that's where the shift, the transition came from. Because I genuinely want people to be able to build their businesses outside of the banks, to keep their homes, to not be sidewinded, you know, to at least put that money that they work so hard for into something that, you know, you don't even pay attention to it. Just put it over there and let it do its thing while you work then. Like, I genuinely do not want to see people going through what I'm hearing people going through. And that solution is what we have here at Wealth Builders. And then because of everything else that they've gone through, we've gone through it too. So that's another solution. I'm gonna have to go make a live about this because we lit. Man, this is divine. Oh, back over to you.
Thank you, Sister Multimile, for all you do. I appreciate you. And at this time, I definitely want to bring in our high achiever in prospecting new clients. Definitely want to turn the mic over to Dr. Lakeisha McKnight. Dr. Lakeisha McKnight, you can unmute.
I'm here, Sister Monica, that might have been previously put up, but nonetheless, I mean, this call has been absolutely amazing. I mean, just life-changing information, and truly what we have is unbelievable. It's believable to us because we take advantage and we're able to truly build our wealth. And look, what I really want to do is definitely congratulate Miss Elaine Hilton. She obtained her Hermes certificate and fully loaded it, and of course is experiencing this beautiful opportunity of being able to withdraw and compound. And so we're excited. Thank you so very much, everyone. And
this is for Miss. That's what it's all about. Congratulations on obtaining your Hermes certificate. That is amazing. So we're going to keep this train moving. We're going to go to my sister, Dion Stevens. You have the mic. Are you there, sis?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
I sure can.
Hello to the family. Miss Maltemeyer, good to hear you. Dr. McKnight, Monica Logan, what a great call. Loving you so much, Dr. Best and Coach Dalco. Just wanted to peep in real quick and say hello to the family. Don't stop. We won't stop. We can't stop. All is well. Just sending lots of love and hugs to you all. Continue to change the world because the world needs you guys. Have an amazing day. Ow.
Thank you for chiming in, Sister Dion. I tell you, we miss you greatly. Glad to hear your voice. Have a wonderful day. Oh my goodness. So we're going to go to the next.
Please report to the attendance office.
What you say, Roger?
Dion Stevens, please report to the attendance office.
You're in trouble.
I gotta go see the principal. I have a note though, Principal Williams. I have a note.
We need you back, sis. We're looking forward to you coming back, but we thank you for, keeping the flyer lit. Go ahead, Mr. Williams.
Yeah, like Mrs. Monica Logan stated, yes, we miss you, Dion Stevens. Good to hear your voice. Good to hear each and every one of you that chime in on this power call every single day, Monday through Saturday, 10:45 a.m. Eastern time. Let's go. Thank you, Mrs. Monica Logan.
Thank you. Thank you, Brother Blanket. I appreciate you. And not from the Bedside Baptist Church, Brother Blanket. I'm talking about Brother Blanket on the moderator team. Let's go. Appreciate you, sir. Hang tight. We're going to get to this next leader. Go ahead. You have the mic. You can unmute yourself, Sister Wendell.
Can you hear me?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Barely. We can
I
hear
can
you.
hear
Though.
you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Barely. Oh my. Well, I'm sorry you can't. Well, thanks a million for all that you have been doing. And this pre-call was just absolutely amazing. To hear your little daughter reminds me of my classroom. I feel like I want to go back to teach. And someone talked about faith. Knowing that I have been in the classroom for almost 40 years, and I have to change that mindset and know that you're going by faith, that whatever you're doing, you're going to be recompensed. You help others, as one person say, give. And I would say, give and it will be given back to you, pressed down, shaken together, and running over as you help others, you will also be helped. I want to ask one quick question, and thanks to Mr. Best for all his encouragement and everyone else for all, and the birthday wishes yesterday. Thank you all. You have been wonderful. I want to ask the question, am I to understand that once I receive my loaded space, I can only place it into a country that I have been a citizen of? That's my question. And thanks again, all you do. You are just wonderful.
Yes, Sister Wendell. So the certificates that were matched. You would have to have a citizenship in order to place it.
Great. Thank you. Wonderful.
You're very welcome. Congratulations on that.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a great day. All right, let's get to next leader, Kevin 2X Thompson. You have the mic, sir. Let's try it again. All right, you have the mic.
Greetings, Miss Monica Logan. Great job, sis. What a fantastic individuals who checked into their 401k plans. And both of them, two separate conversations, two separate individuals, were rudely awakened to the reality that their 401k plans had lost double-digit percentages in value. Now, I want you to think about this, what I'm saying. Sometimes we have to nudge the people and let them know. You have folks out here that are working and thinking that they're covered. They're thinking that they're doing fine. They're thinking that everything is okay. I'm a tax 401k. That's my retirement plan. I'm good. And sometimes they have to go back and look at it. Go check it. One of the young ladies was 19% down. Her 401k had lost 19% of its value. She ran to a Metaverse certificate. It rescued her and her family. So we have the answer. We have what can rescue some of these people. And the last but not least, I want to leave this other point. You have some people right now that are paying into life insurance policies, $200, $300, $400 a month. And that policy might only be $200,000, $300,000. It's not enough. That same $2,000 a year that they're paying into a life insurance policy, we could give them this life insurance policy, family. So dream big. Don't ever let nobody steal your dream. Back to you, Monica Logan.
Can somebody say double mic drop? Like double mic drop.
Hey, look, let me add to that. It's not a life insurance policy, it's a living insurance policy. That's all I'm gonna say. Let's go.
Oh my goodness. Definitely got to give you an ow for that one, because I'm telling you, that is so true. Here we go. Listen, here's what's real today. Okay, here's the reality. When you lose 19% or more in your 401k or an IRA or whatever the medium that you are using, you now lost that time. Mr. Dalco, I know you can talk about that. You can't get that time back. There are people who are 64 and 65 years old right now in this climate who can't get that time back. Listen, we got to go out there and share this story with everyone. Definitely. Go ahead.
Look, so yesterday on the presentation, it just sort of came out and Sherry Brown sort of illuminated it even more. When we had jobs, and y'all can type yes in the chat room if this is true for you. And they said, do you want a 401k? There's a little checkbox and you check yes. They don't give you a brochure, spreadsheet like Mike Johnson did for us, nothing. Do you want 401k? We're gonna give you a company match. You check yes.
That's so
on
true.
our spreadsheet. The reason why we have to go so in depth is because people are skeptical of you giving them the information. But man, that 401k, and as it's losing money, you don't know what indexes are in it. You don't know what stocks they're investing in for you. You just hand them your money blindly. They give you that 1% because they're making 20% and you're gaining 5 to 8% a year. They're making 30, 40, 50% a year. And you think they're mad you $1? No, they're just giving you one more dollar. You anything. It should be criminal, but we have a government. I'm gonna let that go. Back to you, Ms. Logan.
Thank you. I tell you, when they told me the 401k lie, I meant plan. I didn't believe it. I just didn't believe it. I was like, somebody's not telling me the whole truth. So anyway, that's a big rabbit hole we can go down, but you definitely want to, let people know to check into their accounts and let them see what it is and let them come to their own decisions about what they're going to do, given the information and given the truth. So with that, we're going to go to the next leader. Oh my goodness, y'all popping in here real quick, right? So thank you once again, Brother 2X. We appreciate all you and your beautiful wife does. So we thank you. All right, Sister Rashida One, go ahead. You have the mic, sis.
Good morning, Miss Monica Logan. This has been a beautiful call. It really has. And like the Minister Fine said, we as children, we start our little businesses. I had a little business. It was my first thing. We lived in an apartment complex and we used to ask people, did they want us to take out their trash for a quarter? And we did a lot of business because some people just didn't want to walk to that dumpster. And, it all went to the ice cream truck, but we did good. But, what about those people who have dipped into their 401ks and forgot about it? They still banking on that whole deal that's going downhill, but they've dipped out of it too. I was talking to a business partner yesterday and it just popped out of my mouth because she said she didn't have anybody to talk to. And I told her, talk to the business owners and ask them, wouldn't they like to start their next business or franchise without a loan or without a business partner? They can do that with this Metaverse certificate too. They can open up another franchise of their business, another thing without a business partner, without a business loan. That this thing can go so many different ways. It's a blessing. It is a blessing if you just believe. We got to find those people who want to serve just like we do. We got to attract like to like and run with this. Thank you so much for this presentation, Ms. Monica Logan.
Thank you, Sister Rashida One. You said so many good points. We do have an opportunity to mitigate against needing funds from the government or grants or loans, and we can definitely diverse our spoils in another business. So it's incredible. Yeah, I appreciate you, sis. Thank you for all you do. You have a great day. All right, my accountability partner, Miss Deb Nixon, come on in here. You have the mic. Where'd you go? I think you dropped off. All right. Hey, I have one of my sponsored persons, Miss Sherby Watkins. We went to Dubai together. Definitely want to bring you in here. Go ahead, sis. Let's see if we can get you in here. You have the mic.
Good morning, Miss Logan. Awesome pre-call. I am one of the ones, this is Shirley Watkins from South Carolina. I am one of the ones that lost over $50,000 in my 401k. And people don't understand, if you don't know how to check it and see what you're losing or what you're gaining, and when you can pull it out, you're really giving your money to someone and you just throwing it out the window. And then the worst thing that happened was I had got a loan on it a while back, and this been like maybe 10 years ago. And so they still write me a letter and asking me the $88,000 that I had taken out of my own account that I want to reinvest it. I said to myself, y'all sound like y'all done dropped your head or hit your head up on something. And I just tell people, if you got the 401k, don't let nobody gamble with your money, because what they are doing bad debt, bad stock. And they're not losing their money. They are gaining on your money, but they are losing your money. So I'm going to turn it back over to you. But anybody that's got a 401k, run to them, talk to them, because we owe them that much, because I'm a witness what they took from me. And I didn't even know it. And I'll turn the call back over to you.
Thank you for that testimonial. I got to give you an eye on that one. I'm thankful because you brought your testimony to the table. I thought about you every time they said 401k, but I'm grateful that you brought your testimonial to the forefront. Listen, I'm sorry that happened to you, but it was a learning lesson, and we can use that as a lesson for ourselves. Make sure that you are minding your money, minding your 401k, minding your business as it relates to your finances. Thank you, Sister Shirley Watkins. We appreciate you as always. All right, we're going to go to the next leader. Go ahead, Abdul Rahman. You have my be stuck. Okay, hold on. All right. Moderator to unmute Mr. Rockman, that would be phenomenal. I am new. In the meanwhile,
hey, Queen Monica Logan. It's I don't know if you can hear me, but you just unmuted me. Can you hear me?
We'll do none other. I'm going to yeah. I'll start from the moderator. We have a couple of hands raised. I hope you guys can
We heard
still
you,
hear
Rock.
me.
Okay, well, hey, Dr. Greg McKay, appreciate that. Real quick, thank you, Queen Monica, for bringing me out. Wonderful pre-call. I need you to direct message me that in Facebook. I need that conversation for my nieces and nephews. But I want to say that I want to congratulate a young brother named Mario X. Brown. This young man is very transparent, and he talked with Dr. Best. And thank you, Dr. Best, for sharing and pouring into the young brother. And shout out to Brother Eric Ray Muhammad. This young man is committed. He's making his transition after 28 years of incarceration from a teen. He is so grateful for the Wealth Builders community, so grateful for Mr. Mike Johnson. Mr. Mike Johnson, thank you so much, because you took the facts and you put it on a spreadsheet to simplify for us who are challenged with understanding numbers. So, Mr. Mike Johnson, you are forever, I am eternally grateful for your service, because your service you provided for this community voluntarily is priceless, brother. So God bless. Shout out to the Wealth Builders community.
Rockman, I'm going to give you a shout out for the young man who has remade his life, and also for Mike Johnson. Oh, let's go.
All right, Sister Monica. What an amazing pre-call today. Oh my goodness, sis. Shoo. It reminds me of how we're all learning from all the generations now in this technology space. But I next wanted to first say congratulations, Shirley, Miss Watkins, because you just created a story to share with the world. And I am so looking forward to my accountability sister and y'all doing a live and share that story. That's beautiful and amazing. And that's the point Dr. Bess was making earlier. You know, if you haven't earned getting attraction to you, if you haven't earned and served and done what it takes to create relationships, then you're going to see a slower movement forward. And she gave a beautiful testimony of how to do that. So I just want to thank you all. Brother Kevin 2X, everyone that came on today to share these techniques of sharing with the world. We all have talents here. And the fact that we're sharing it with each other can only uplift one another. So let's go, let's serve, and let's create this new world together. We got it. 401ks. Ooh.
Thank you, Sister Deb Nixon, and thank you for connecting with the community with your program on Sundays. Definitely necessary. We appreciate all that you give up to go up. So thank you as well. So we're going to get into the presentation.
Every day, everywhere in the world, people wake up, get dressed, and head off to make a living, following the path they've chosen. But deep down inside, there's always a desire for a better way, a simpler way, a legitimate way to make more money, have more free time, and enjoy life rather than just work until we die. We have found a 100% legitimate, inexpensive, logical system with a valuable product and real-time commissions. Generate income with just a cell phone and an internet connection from anywhere at any time. Get started now, get paid now. Do you look for ways to make more money? Ask for
Thank
info,
you, Monisha
and we will
Delco,
send
for
you
that
more information.
phenomenal video.
Let's talk.
And I just want to say before we go forward, always make sure that when you get paid, you pay yourself first. You worked for that money. Pay yourself first. Put yourself as a line item in your finances. That way you can make your money work for you. So listen, guys, we have a presentation every day from Monday through Saturday, twice a day, 12 noon and 9 p.m. We have one coming up here shortly. You want to make sure you get your guests invited and on this call. I'm telling you, it is changing lives. It is changing perspectives, and you want to be a part of that change. So go ahead and invite out your guests to the 12 p.m. Also, sign up for Telegram. We ask you to download the Telegram app to your phone and your computer. You can connect your new affiliates to the Wealth Builders Worldwide Telegram. You can turn on the notifications. They sound like this. Oh, every time I click, I promise y'all, technical difficulties, but that is the notification. You want to definitely turn that on. Check it several times a day because we update it with important information and also live events. So you want to make sure you're plugged in. So here at Wealth Builders Worldwide, we have our own website that you can actually get the tools, recordings. You can get upcoming events. You can get the massive action plan. There's so much in there. Go to our website at mywbw.net. That is a phenomenal tool for your business and for your prospects. Take a look at it today. Check it out. And tonight, we're excited.
You're in the right place at the right time. Prepare yourself to take advantage of it. I want to leave you one last thought. And I've said this so many times before, and I'll say it again. I'd rather chase a dream with passion, with energy, have something I'm excited about every single day, and chase that dream all my life that never comes true, than to live life without a dream at all. It's worth it. Elevate this thing to a priority in your life and make it happen.
Elevate it to a priority in your life and make it happen. Tonight is the night. It is this time that we're going to be able to glean from our founder of Wealth Builders Worldwide, Dr. Ty Best. We are super excited. Dr. Ty Best, if you wanted to chime in and let us know maybe the title or give us an inkling of what you will be talking about tonight. You can unmute, sir.
Yeah, real. I titled it "Seize the Moment" because I don't know really what I'm going to be talking about. I titled it "Seize the Moment" because I want to create this sense of urgency about where we are at this time, especially with 5 weeks going into September and this fall momentum, and seize the moment with a subtitle called I'm Good. So see this evening at 10 o'clock. Okay. And Miss Monica Logan, what a great call today. What an incredible call. I just wish everyone could just, it's just the nature of the business, Miss Monica Logan. I wish everyone could hear every single call. I mean, I go myself, man, the folks who missed this call. And I normally talk to folks all day who says, I didn't make the power call. I missed the power call. I'm going, God, man, you don't understand. It's all it takes sometimes is one little bit of information to change your entire life. One little tweak. Just like right now, I keep telling people, if you're not texting out and posting the 6-year retirement plan, ask me how. You missing. That thing got me so busy, I can't get back to the people fast enough who's saying, send me information. What do you got? What is this? All the stuff I post about making $1 gazillion and all the things we got going on, they have responded. They have responded to the 6-year retirement plan, and they're responding to the 50K project. We're going to create 50,000 millionaires in the next 6 years. You can be one. Those two things have hit a chord, and people respond to those two things. So if you're not texting, posting, getting out in your conversation, you're missing. You're making it too hard for yourself. God bless, dream big. Thank you once again, Ms. Monica Logan. Everybody, see you at 12 o'clock, see you at 9 o'clock, see you at 10 o'clock. Ahoo.
Thank you, Dr. Tybess. And you brought up something very key. Dr. Tybess and all, I build my business on referrals. So if there's some business that you cannot, people that you cannot get back to, I definitely would love to have a list of 3 to 5 people from you today. Appreciate that, sir. That was just a little lesson on how we build our business.
Miss Monica Logan.
Yes,
Go ahead, Mr. Best.
Look, I be trying. You understand? I just said to a person Monday. I said, look, I'm really tired of right now. Do you mind if I give you to somebody else who can really help you build a business? They say, yeah, I do mind. I'm going, oh, crap. I knew he was going to say that. Okay. They want to be sponsored by me, as if that's some unique gift that's going to take them to the next level. And I said, not really. I talk to anybody in this organization that's excited about what they're doing. Almost everyone in the organization has my phone number. If they're excited and committed, I got time for them. I don't care who their sponsor is. Half of you I talk to, Monica Logan, I don't even know who their sponsor is. I don't even know what line of sponsorship they're in. Mm-hmm. But if they call me and they're excited, I'm there for them. But when I try to give somebody to somebody else, it just don't work. Okay. God Almighty. Miss Sherry Brown, back to you guys.
Yes, Mr. Best. Woo, can't wait for the night, as always, front and center. Look, I need to borrow your screen share for a minute.
Sure.
Because we definitely have to, we gotta know. We just have to know. Okay, come on now. Here we go. Look. So the GSP leadership meeting today at 2 p.m. Mr. Dalco, I need for you to come out here. Now, this is for those that have qualified directors and above in the past 6 months. But Mr. Dalco, because you just had a conversation with these gentlemen that's listed here for the special guests, I need for you to come out here and let people know why we need to pack this out at 2 p.m. today, Eastern Standard Time. And also, you guys check your back office. The information is not posted, but if you have qualified, then you will have this in your back office. Over to you, Mr. Dalco.
Yeah, wow. So it's a little noisy where I am. I'm always out and about because of this fabulous industry of network marketing. Me and Monisha don't stay at home a lot. We're just living. So excuse all the noise in the background. So the owner of BD Swiss, Mr. Jan Malkus, will be on the platform with us today. We've been asking for that. Yeah, man, Sherry, I wish you wouldn't have called me out because I'm full. We got to learn patience. Dr. Bess has been teaching us for a decade. Relax, be patient. And people say things like, it sure will be great to get BD Swiss on the platform so people can have confidence that they're really with us. Golly, y'all. Please be patient. Learn to be patient and roll with this thing. Another thing, Martin Tebow did this outstanding vision call this morning on Facebook, on our GS Partners Facebook page. I encourage you. It was long, but it was strong. I learned a ton of stuff. Martin is a student of this industry. Go to your GS Partners Facebook page, use it as a resource, and listen to Martin's vision call today. It was incredible. I mean, when I heard that vision call today, I said, oh snap, I'm not trading out another G999. I will not move, and I'm getting more. You got to see the vision of the company and be patient to wait on it to come. Today on the call, for those of you that qualified, please take notes on the call today. Listen to Jan Malkus, listen to Dirk Zalman, and Joseph Haidt will be there as well. It's going to be smashing. Where they're taking this company, you have to be patient to allow it to develop. Back to you, Ms. Monica Logan. Thanks, Sherry Brown.
Thank you so
Mr.
much.
Delco, and back to you, Mrs. Logan.
Thank you, Sister Sherry Brown. Thank you, Mr. Dalco, for that excerpt, because we definitely need it. And it is a reminder, it is today at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Check your time zones for that time, for your time zone. You want to be on that call for directors and above. Let's see if I can get back to where I was. Here we go. All right. So if you need any support, we have it here for you. Take a screenshot. You can definitely get what you need. All you have to do is plug in and stay connected. That is so key. Plug in and stay connected. We laid a foundation here at GS Partners for all those who have started with us. They may have done other things, but they're now back. We laid the foundation. It is laid for you. Let's take it. Let's run with it. We're just moving forward, right? So here's all of the live presentations that we have, the times. We want to make sure that you know that you have the support, you have the training, you have the presentations. Let's go. Let's just go. All right. So at this time, what I would like to do is take any closing comments from you, Mr. Delco. We did not hear any background noise. At least I didn't. If you have any closing comments. Yes, sir. If you have any closing comments, we'll yield the mic.
Yeah, let's go. And one more final thing for me, and I'm guilty of this as well. I had to delete a couple of YouTube videos. And when we do our Mike Johnson spreadsheet, don't put it on YouTube. Just use it inside your closed groups. It's a good document. There's nothing wrong with it, but we don't have a compliance officer with us yet. It takes a while for us to staff up. We're a new company and our compliance officer is not in place. So we're sort of compliancing each other. Got a quick text from Bruce today encouraging me to tell the team, please don't put any spreadsheets on YouTube. Do it. Feel free to do it in your Zoom groups. They're absolutely fine because you're training, but just try to refrain from creating documents that are going to be on YouTube, because all it does is it brings out the haters and we don't need them. So that's it for me, Monica Logan. Back to you, sis. Great call.
Thank you so much. And I heard that from my fearless leader, Mr. Al Murray, yesterday about compliance and making sure that we stay within that. So I appreciate that confirmation. All right. At this time, I'm going to yield the mic to Dr. Ty Best for any closing comments.
Look, I thought I was done. Man, you guys are incredible. I can't wait till 2 o'clock this afternoon. And Mr. Delco, I want to address what Mr. Delco said. Folks, I know most of us come in this business, we're not entrepreneurs, so we are impatient. We're used to getting jobs where everything's right there, done for, is already done. We said we get rewarded for our faith. We step out on faith as entrepreneurs, saying this is going to be put in place, this is going to be done. Joseph Haidt told us so many times for the past year, you're not ready. We're not ready. And we said, what is he talking about? Okay, and you look at how we have evolved over the last 20 months, man, you should be so relaxed about where we're going. I mean, think about how simple it is now to do a Metaverse certificate versus what it was with Lydian World, going back from Lydian World, going back here, place in the country. And then it's like, wait a minute. Man, look, we don't know where we're going to be 5 years from now. We don't know what product we're going to have. You need to relax, seize the moment with the product we got, take advantage of it, dream big, and go from here. Okay, because we're doing something that has never been done.
Certainly do appreciate you, sir. And he also says, the way he says it has patience. So to me, it sounds like he's saying passion and patience. Let's go.
One more quick thing for me. Today, What's today's date, Ms. Logan? What is it?
Today is the 27th.
Okay, y'all don't give up on the month. Don't give up on the month. It's the 27th. So what, 30 days? We got today, tomorrow, the next day, and the next day. Don't give up on this month. Please go hit director. Please. It can't be simpler than that. Y'all know director is 3. Let me see. Let me get my number. No, it's 2. Man, 246. 246. It could be 5 Hermes. It could be 2 Aphrodites and 1 other one just to make the 3rd line. Dr. Best, you got to kill it tonight, bro. Hey,
look,
y'all.
Mr. Delco,
Talk, man.
as
Go
I
ahead.
keep talking about, 35 to 40% of the volume is done the last 5 days of the month. I've been saying this month after month after month. Run to the end of the tape. Run to the 31st, Sunday night, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Go work right up to the wire. I just told the group early on the Zoom this morning, I said, understand, get some rest today, because you're not going to get any Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Definitely Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. If you're a leader and you're doing this thing, you're going to be humping Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You're going to be humping. And you end up doing 25, 30%. You're going to hit volume, because what happened, it's a momentum effect. Somebody go director, they push somebody to regional, they push somebody to national. So, oh my God, I'm almost executive. Let me get that done. Then they push, it's just everything goes up. And here's the whole thing. $10,000 puts you in the entire whirlpool. You get a piece of Mr. Delco's volume, my volume, Mr. Naka's volume, Martin Tebow's volume. If you ever wanted to have all these so-called talented people, I could build this business if I was Mike Delco. I could build this business if I was Ty Best. I could do this if I was Monica Logan. Well, guess what? All you got to do is go director, and you got Al Murray in your downline. You got Monica Logan in your downline. You got Mike Delco in your downline. Understand, $10,000 is what? 5 people who buy Hermes and load it. Come on, man. And don't forget now, wait a minute. Don't forget this unique opportunity for those newers who miss Rising Blockstar. You still got a chance to get Rising Blockstar and Blockstar done. Man, please.
Two Hermes on your front line is Rising Blockstar.
Yeah, the month just started. As far as I'm concerned, the month just started. Right now today. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. Thank you, guys. And definitely we can get it done. July 31st is our second chance. If we have not met Rise and Blockstar to get it done, you can actually hit Rise and Blockstar and Blockstar. If you have a super human being that wants to go ahead and get one of those certificates, you can do that all in a day's time, but we have until Sunday. So let's go. Appreciate each and every one of you. Have a great day. And we're going to turn the platform over to none other than Brother Blanket, Roger Williams.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up, and they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
Recording stopped.
Let's go. Okay. Let's see. What happened?
All right, hello everybody. Hey, this is Daniel Higgins coming to you live. We are about to start our live presentation, global presentation for GS Partners. I hope everybody can see and hear me okay. Put a yes in the chat room if you can see and hear me okay. We're about to play a short video by Mr. Myron Golden. So please make sure that you give your, thank you so much, Dawn Reed, and everyone on the chat for letting me know you can see and hear me good. So everyone pay close attention to the information that he's going to share, and then we're going to continue this amazing presentation with Gold Standard Partners, okay? Everyone, pay close attention to this information.
YouTube, Myron Golden here, and this is the third video in the Get Rich series. I did one on it's easier for you to get rich now than ever in human history, history and mystery of wealth. I did one on the millionaire cash flow formula. I did one on the virtual millionaire formula. So I guess this is the fourth one. Anyway, third, fourth, who's counting? On this video, I'm going to show you how to create legacy wealth, how it's possible, like liquid millionaire formula. That's what I call this. I call this like the liquid millionaire formula. I showed you the cash flow millionaire formula before. I showed you the virtual millionaire formula. This is the liquid millionaire formula. I know before I get started, just so you know, I didn't forget what I said before. And some people say, Myron, are you talking about a get rich quick scheme? And I would always answer, well, you better hope so, because you're not going to be here long enough to get rich slow, right? And I showed you the video before. The reason in the other video before, wealth is measured more in time than money. And if two people make $1 million, like if you make $1 million, are you rich? The answer is it depends. What does it depend on? It depends on how long it took you to make it, right? And so if you make $25,000 a year for 40 years, at the end of 40 years, you made $1 million.
Recording in progress.
You're not rich. You're not rich because it took you too long to make it. But if you make that same $1 million in a year, are you rich? You are. You're 40 times richer than a person who makes it in over a 40-year time period. If you make $1 million a month, are you even richer? You are. You're not richer because you made more money. You're richer because you made the money faster. But the wealth creation I'm going to talk about today is not rapid wealth. It's not the fast wealth. It's not going to be the leveraged wealth that you get to really, really fast. This is going to be the legacy wealth. And this is one of the most important plays you need to add to your mix. And that is you need to figure out a way to get the most powerful force in the universe when it comes to financial freedom, like the most powerful financial force in the universe working for you instead of working against you. And that financial formula is called the rule of 72. What is the rule of 72? Well, the rule of 72 states if you take your rate of return and you divide it into 72, whatever your answer is, that's how long it takes for your money to double, right? So most people don't know this. This is why this right here, what I just wrote on this board, is one of the reasons why it is absolutely a terrible idea to save money. You have to invest money. Saving money is not enough. So what do you want to do? You want to make sure you get a high enough rate of return on your investment. So let's say you put your money in the bank, and let's say the bank's feeling generous this year, and they say, we're going to give you 3% on your money. You divide that into 72, and the answer is 24. So if you can get 3% per year, you divide that into 72, your money's going to double every 24 years, which means if you start with $1,000 and you invest it at 3%, well then in 24 years, you're going to have $2,000. 24 years after that, you're going to have $4,000. And 24 years after that, your grandchildren are going to have $8,000 because you ain't going to be here no more, right? So just understand this is how it works. Einstein said that compound interest is the most powerful financial force in the universe. Myron Golden says, any financial principle that you don't know and you're not using, someone's using it against you. So if Einstein is right and Myron Golden is right, if we're both right, and you don't understand compound interest, that means there are a lot of institutions out there using the most powerful financial force in the universe against you financially. No wonder most people are broke. So what should you do? I'm going to teach you a concept that millionaires use. Y'all ready? It's called flip the script. So that's a millionaire formula? Oh yeah. So what you do is you take this and this and you make them trade places. What does that look like? That means if you can get 24%, divide that into 72, now it only takes 3 years for your money to double. So now your money's working harder for you. 24%, when you get to double-digit returns, we call those millionaire rates of return, right? So now what you got to do is like, I got to figure out where I can get these millionaire rates of return. Now, if you want to get multi-millionaire rates of return, instead of getting this 24% per year,
Figure out how you can get this 24% per month. What's that look like? Well, if you can get 24% per year, your money's going to double every 3 years. If you can figure out a way to get 24% per month, your money's going to double every 3 months. You say, man, you can't get 24% per month. Oh, you can get 24% per month. Is it likely you're going to get 24% per month? Nope. Is it possible to get 24% per month? Yes, if you have the skill level. And this is why it's so important for all of us to become, if you're not already, to become a perpetual learner. You got to figure out how to make your money work harder for you. I submit to you that for many people watching this video right now, the reason you have to have a job is because your money is unemployed. Now, if you put your money to work, then maybe, no, not maybe, for sure, you won't have to work that hard. Well, what if you put your money to work to the tune of 24% per month? That means your money would double every 3 months. So if you counted the months, month 1, then month 3, then 3 months later would be month 6, 3 months later would be month 9, then 12, then 15, then 18, then 21, then 24, then 27, and then 30, and then 33, and then 36. Now, let's say with this illustration that you start with the same $1,000, right? You start with $1,000. You never put any more in. You never take any out. For 3 years, 36 months. 36 months is 3 years. But you start with $1,000. How much do you have in 36 months? Here's what some people say, well, $36,000. Some people say, well, you'd have $100,000. Some people say you have $300,000. Well, let's see. You're going to double this money every 3 months for 36 months. So how much money do you have? Let's see. You take the $1,000, you have $2,000 in month 3. You have $4,000 in month 4. You have $8,000 in month 9. You have $16,000 in month 12. Anybody want to change their answer? Okay, well, let's keep going. You have $32,000 in month 15. You have $64,000 in month 18. You have, oh, it's about to get juicy here, $128,000 in month 21. And in 2 years, you have $250,000, $256,000, which means you have $512,000 in month 27, and you have $1,024,000 in month 30. You have $2,048,000 in month 33, and you have $4,096,000 in month 36. If you can consistently get 24% per month for 36 months, and you don't ever take any out, you don't ever put any more in, you start with $1,000, you have $4,096,000. Now, here's the challenge. Here's the challenging part. Now you got to figure out, how can I get 24% per month? And the answer is, I don't know. You have to look. Are there ways to get 24% per month? Well, there are ways. There are some people who invest in markets. There are some people who invest in the commodities market that do this. There are people who invest in the options market who do this. There are some people in the stock market. It's going to be a lot less likely, especially if you're doing long-term buy and hold. But there are strategies that you can do with your money. You could become, now you're not going to get 24% per month, but even if you got 24% per year, you'd have $4.6 million in 36 years. That's a whole lot better than what most people got going on, because most people can figure out how to come up with $1,000. And if you figure out how to come up with $1,000 and you can start putting that money to work in different investment vehicles until you find the vehicle that's going to give you the best return, you could be on your way to creating legacy wealth for your family. Some of the people in the past who've created wealth, they've created so much wealth in such a short period of time because they made their money in the right economic era in which they started out, right? They made their money in the economic era in which they were in. But then what do? Then they applied the money that they made to this formula. Hey, what's going to happen for some of you? There's some of you watching this right now who are millionaires already. And here's the problem. You might have $3, $4, $5, $6 million sitting in the stupid bank in a stupid checking account. Do you understand what a checking account is? Do you have any idea what a checking account is? A checking account is an account where you loan your money to the bank interest-free. And then they go loan that money to other people and back to you and charge you for it on a credit card. That doesn't make sense. Why would you loan your money to the bank interest free? Why not do with your money what the bank is doing with your money? Why not do with your money what the other financial institutions are doing with your money, instead of putting your money in the bank and hoping that putting it in a certificate of depreciation, deposit, that's what they call it, certificate, a CD, right? That doesn't make any sense. Figure out how to get your money working for you, because I've got news for you. If you don't remember anything else I say, remember this, and I'm going to end on this. If you don't remember anything else I say, remember this. Either your money is going to work for you, or it's going to work against you. Either it's going to work for you and against the system, or it's going to work for the system and against you. Now, what you got to do after watching this video is decide whose side you want your money to work for. In the meantime, in between time, I hope you like this video. You say, Myron, but you didn't tell me where to get 24% per month. Go find it. Go find out where you can get 24% per year. Go find out where you can get 12% per year. Go find out how to get a better rate of return on your money than you're getting with it sitting in a stupid checking account. Start there. And the more you make yourself understand financial principles, the more financial principles will be made available to you. All right.
All right, everybody. Woo! My goodness.
I hope that helps you. And then too, Myron Golden here.
My goodness. Oh my goodness. That information is life-changing. Wow, that information is life-changing. Dr. Best, did you want to come in right here, sir? Your mic is live. Just let me know whenever you want to come in.
Not in particular. No, just incredible information, man. It's show. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to unmute my mic. I just want to let you know I'm here, but I'm here. Man, what a great look. I will say this, folks. What a great intro to our program. Now, you would think we hired him to make that intro, because as far as I'm concerned, he leads people directly to GS Partners into our metaverse. And everything is lining up saying GS Partners. Time Magazine, welcome to the metaverse. He's talking about $1,000. That's our primary package right there for $1,000 that we have within our metaverse. It's a lot of things. So Mr. Higgins, we'll take it from here, man. I would tell you, sit back, relax, take the next few minutes, and it's going to blow your mind. And understand you're in a very unique position, and count yourself as blessed just to be exposed to what we're exposed to at this time. Welcome to the metaverse. Welcome to GS Partners. And just as important, welcome to Wealth Builders Worldwide. Ahu.
Absolutely. For those who don't know, we just got to hear from the CEO and founder of our amazing group called Wealth Builders Worldwide. I am trying my best to not get super emotional, but I don't know how I can't, because that information plus hearing from Dr. Best, this is what we need to do. We need to let you know why we're here. We're here to solve a global problem. Mr. Myron Golden just mentioned, he showed you a glimpse of what to do, but couldn't give you the solution. He clearly said, go find it. Go find it. So here we are bringing that solution to you. How to make more money, how to save more money, how to grow the money you already have to tap into your financial freedom lifestyle. Okay, so we're going to jump right in this. Keep in mind, he said some key things. He said a millionaire rates of return. He also talked about your money being unemployed. When you tap into what we're doing today, tonight, this afternoon, depending on where you're at in the world right now, you will have your money working for you, just like how he just showed in that amazing video. So let me continue. 95% of people are trying to do that old method that he just said is not working, okay? So what do most people do? We're tapping into savings accounts, right? That's not doing much of anything. We're tapping into 401ks, right? And those rates of return are average rates of return, but we don't even know how much it costs or the fees associated with a 401k. Then you have a whole lot of hoops to jump through to get your own money. Don't get me started on the 401k. Bonds, average rate of return is there, along with the stock market, like he mentioned. There is a much better way. Just like how he mentioned, he said, millionaire rates of return. We're going to go over that in a short video. ladies and gentlemen, that was a brief glimpse of our live event in Dubai. Several of our leaders that are on this chat were live there with our billionaire chairman of the board, along with several financially free individuals within our group. So let me read this disclaimer as we go into more details, right? This disclaimer, this is a presentation for exclusive purpose of educating our community members in use of products and services and potential rewards found in the gspartners.global platform. What this all boils down to, ladies and gentlemen, take a screenshot of this. This boils down to we are not financial advisors. We are not offering you financial advice. You are free to take this information and use it to build your wealth, right? So let's go ahead and continue on. So we're going to talk to you and walk you through some great content today. We already shared enough. So most people have heard about cryptocurrency and blockchain, but I'm telling you right now, they don't understand how it could benefit them until now. We're harnessing GS Partners to make things simple, along with getting those millionaire rates of return that Mr. Golden just mentioned in that video, okay? I see you, Ms. Dawn. She said that that event in Dubai was so much fun. She was live in Dubai. All right, so right here, everyone, how are we getting that? What are we doing? What are we doing to tap into that? The Metaverse certificates, okay? Metaverse certificates up to 4.15 per week on the certificates, up to 300% over 18 months. That falls right into what he said about finding those rates of return, right? Now, we have meta trading. We also have meta mining, all right? So what are we doing? How are we doing this? We're tapping into blockchain technology. We're tapping into Web 3.0. We're tapping into Metaverse, and it's all here for you in one location. Why are we doing that? Because those markets, the blockchain technology market, 1.5 billion, right? Web 3.0, 1.2 billion, right? Metaverse, 678 billion. So there are opportunities here that we want to tap into. So what are we going to do? We're going to give you the option through GS Partners to tap into all of those things to give you the control. I'm telling you right now, you have full control in this opportunity. Now, as we talk about it, you have an option to refer others. It's very effective because you get rewarded by promoting what we're doing globally. You get paid, right? In real time. So what do you do? What's the actual activity? How does it work? You register, you get back with the person who's sharing this content with you. You get a free registration completed. Then you acquire a $33 membership. Why do you do that? It opens up the floodgates to receive a blockchain academy, an NFT, and several other amazing benefits within that 33 monthly membership, right? But here's the big thing. That opens up 7 ways of getting paid. 7 ways. And we're going to take a little glimpse at just one of the ways. Okay, there's 7 ways. We're going to take a glimpse at one of the ways. With the community rewards plan, right? You activate your 33 USDT membership. You connect one other person, right? When you connect that one other person, it opens 3 levels of passive residual income. When you connect another member, 2 active members, remember, the person is acquiring a monthly membership to give them access to all of these great features that we talked about. And then boom, you activate 3 members. You have now 9 levels of passive residual income open to you. Let us show you the rewards potential. We already read the disclaimer. This is not a guarantee of income. This is just an example of how the rewards work. Now, I will tell you up front, there's no payroll department here. You get paid in real time, So as soon as someone clicks a button, you get paid in real time. There's no payroll department here. We're harnessing the technology of blockchain, right? So here it is. You connect 3 people to your amazing business, and then you start duplicating. You start duplicating that business, and you earn over $15 that first generation, and then they just continue to grow. The growth and the duplication continues. So what can you earn potentially in a month, in a week? $51,000, right? That could be a month, that could be a few months, that could be a year. That's up to you. Once again, this is not a guarantee of income. Now, let's say that same group of individuals, that same group decides to acquire that Metaverse certificate for $1,000. Remember what he just mentioned, Mr. Golden. He mentioned anybody can acquire and get $1,000. So you have a group, an organization of individuals that acquire that Metaverse certificate of $1,000. What is the income potential there? The income potential there with the same organization is 1.5 million. So we're sharing with you tonight, how to create financial freedom in several ways, with a business opportunity or as an investor, whichever one you decide to do, right? Now, here's another layer of passive residual income. When your group, your organization decides to put money into their certificates, you create more passive residual income to the tune of, yep, this is the same group. And once again, this happens in real time, no payroll department here. That would be an additional $140,000 of passive residual income from people saving money. This whole system is saving your money. There's no spending money in this system. Whew. All right, Dr. Bess, I'm trying. All right, so now you have those profits. What are you gonna do with it? How are you gonna move it? We have the solution for you in the GS Lifestyle Card. You can move your funds freely. You can move your funds freely. Remember, we said you have full control here, and we mean it. So you'll have the GS Lifestyle Card. If you have your GS Lifestyle Card, type in GS Lifestyle Card in the chat. Now, if you've used it for the discount, we're not even a travel company, but you get discounts on travel. We have a 24-hour concierge service. You can chat with them and say, hey, I'm going here, and they will go ahead and book everything for you and send you your itinerary. Tell me how, ask me how I know. Miss Heavenly Nail says, yes, she's got hers. All right, Miss Linda Kelly, Miss Roz Range. All right, perfect. So people are using this right now. Okay, we're global. We have to have a solution to moving the profits. So we have this huge opportunity, and we're taking advantage of this technology shift. Myron talked about harnessing the era that you're in. So in comes Lydian World. This is a world of virtual games. So let me continue. You got to see this video. Take a quick look.
The volatility in the crypto market is massive right now. This rise and fall of the market is almost impossible to predict. However, it also brings with it massive potential. Right now, everyone has the opportunity to start making money. Even small funds today could create new millionaires of tomorrow. GSPartners.global presents with a unique product, NFT certificates, which give you access into the metaverse. These meta certificates are the key to a virtual world where you were able to gain, win, and earn. Go back 10, 20, 30 years ago, when Amazon started onboarding multiple partners and suppliers, all participating and offering their products in this new technology called the internet. In this new market of the technology age, now we have the next evolution of the internet era, a new market with a new technology called blockchain. Welcome to the metaverse markets of NFTs, technology partners, celebrities, all coming together in one new world, Lydian World. You'll meet many tech partners, developers, influencers. Technology partners include BD Swiss, a decade old, top-tier European financial brokerage. Celebrities and sports champions include Floyd Mayweather, Roberto Carlos, and many more. Build meta cities, sell NFTs, play games, earn through meta broker, meta mining, and tap into all the income resources of the Lydian World. Get your Metaverse certificate NFT today and start to earn from our multiple opportunities right now. The evolution is a Lydian World. The evolution is now.
The evolution is now. So all that video points to is think of monopoly over the blockchain for real money. If you have your citizenship in Lydian World, type in citizenship in the chat so we can have some people understand that we are all citizenship. All right, so we have several people. Rosa Hinton, all right. Debbie Shaw Tarver, all right. Miss Dawn Reed, yep. Motorola One, okay. All right, let's continue, everybody. So we have group licenses. We are in a highly regulated environment, guys, and we're gonna continue to thrive because we're taking this seriously, and our billionaire chairman of the board wants to continue to thrive and grow. We're active in over 150 countries, and we're just going to add more and more, okay? So that means 150 countries have vetted us already, right? So what do? How do you get started? I like making things simple, right? Get started with 3 steps. Register for free. Fund your account. That means send yourself money. Instead of keeping it in the bank, like Mr. Golden said, put it to work, all right? Step 2, exchange. Tap into the Metaverse certificates. Put your money to work. Stop having your money be unemployed. And step 3, tell others, right? Because you can harness the referrals through the bonus referrals or the referral rewards, right? They're very lucrative, all right? So we have those 3 steps for everyone. Please take the time to move forward, all right? You have all the quality information you need. After hearing this information, especially that first few minutes of a video, it is time to move forward and act, okay? Get back with the person who's sharing this content with you. I'm also gonna pause and say if we have anyone in our leadership that wants to take the mic and bring anything out to light or add any more information, please do so.
Mr. Higgins, this is Ty Best again. And great presentation, outstanding presentation. And all I like to add to folks is that one of the statements I hear all the time, Richard Branson said it, Jeff Bezos practiced it. It says, when you have everything to gain and very little to lose, and J. Paul Getty said it, by all means try.
Yep.
And Jeff Bezos built Amazon into a billion-plus dollar company. With that one philosophy right there says, instead of return on investment, he always looked and said, what's the return on risk? What is the risk? And what's the potential return? So the risk here is literally minimal. It depends on what you want to be. It's register for free. It's a $33 decision and build a business. You say you want a Metaverse certificate. We got certificates starting at $250 all the way to $100,000 that you don't spend, you exchange your money. Now, that risk, that exposure, that's your decision. But you think about it, it starts at $250, and that $1,000 decision puts you in a position to retire in 6 years with $1.5+ million. All you have to do is let it compound. To me, the return, the potential return on $1,000 or $2,000 once fully loaded is so astronomical, out of balance, that who wouldn't risk it? The only way you won't risk it, is that you completely just have no faith whatsoever. But the faith of a mustard seed and this thing here, GS Partners, would make you wealthy. Outstanding presentation, Mr. Higgins. And understand something, folks. I did a video right before we started, real quick to talk, but there's 3 particular plans, financial independent financial plans. One is the 40 to 45-year plan. That's what almost every single person on this planet is on, especially here in this country. That's what I got on. I finished college. I got right on the 45-year plan. Now, I didn't understand that's what it was called, but that's what it was. It was created back in 12, 13, 14. They said, we're going to give a person a job and let them keep that job for 45 years and age 65, then we'll try to take care of them. That's what the corporations promised. That's what they said they do. And they did a fairly good job, especially after World War II. So you had that 45-year plan, Brother Higgins, and people on that plan. And so everybody do what? We teach our kids the same. We teach our kids, our nephews, nieces, what we know. And so consequently, most of us, especially the baby boomers, grew in an era which said what? If you like to live a nice life, a comfortable life, get up, get all the education you can, get a job with a major corporation, and live happily ever after. Well, we know that's not true. Because even with the so-called good plan, when it was really, really happening for people and they could retire at 65 with a pension, still 95% ended up broke. 1 was wealthy and 4 were independent. But the other 95 depended upon family, friends, and the guidance of the government in order to exist and as they mature 65, 70, 75, and 80. And we know we're living longer than ever before. But at 20 years old, I saw a second plan called a 2 to 5 year plan.
Well, I was sharp enough to say, man, you know what? I'm going to take the 2 to 5 year plan versus the 40, 45 year plan. And I took the 2 to 5 year plan. That 2 to 5 year plan required me to do the business 5 and 6 nights a week, driving all over Southern California, all over Pennsylvania, all over the world to build an organization that would generate me an ongoing residual income as a little part of my state. And that was a good deal. For about 30, 40 years, it was a good deal. Now here comes GS Partners, a 21st century, way advanced, way ahead of the marketplace, saying, look, we have a product, not a plan. We have a product that's a 6-year plan, and that's our $1,000 Metaverse certificate. And all you have to do is acquire that certificate. You don't have to do a meeting. You don't have to go sell anybody. Acquire the certificate for yourself. And in 6 years, $1.5 million plus. Which plan do you want? Risk versus reward is overwhelming. It's a simple decision. You have to start there. You can start for free. Get your non-fungible token and build your business. And then exchange dollars into the metaverse universe as you wish. Ms. Higgins, great job. I would encourage you folks, think about the dream, the dream, the dream, the dream. Don't look at where you are. Just think about this dream and dream big. Outstanding job. You know, we got a lot of things going tomorrow. I'm gonna go to Mr. Higgins. Man, outstanding job, folks. Get excited about this thing. The 6-year retirement plan is going viral, and you are here now. Ahoo.
Ahoo, ahoo, ahoo. Listen, everyone on the sound of my voice, take immediate action. Get back with the person who's sharing this content with you. Take action. Get your free registration completed. Move towards your financial freedom. Harness your dream and move towards it today, tonight, this afternoon. All right. Thank you, everybody, for your time. We'll see you on the next live webinar. For all of our new affiliates and seasoned affiliates, we'll see you tomorrow on the Fast Track Training. We have live training very often. We will continue to support this global initiative of closing this wealth gap and educating the masses. All right, everybody, take care.